Minutes after 10 o'clock, 22 degrees, and unfortunately Barbara this morning wins the competition between us. Yeah, she does, so we'll give her credit for that. In fact, I won the other day, so still buzzing on that one myself actually. Thursday, May 27th, and I'm glad to have everybody join us today because believe me, we have got a good old friend of ours. Doc Yates is joining us, but first of all, let me do this.
Galaxy 107 FM.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and absolutely elated to have a good friend of ours, Doc Yates, joining us. For those of you that are joining us on Facebook Live right now, so glad to have you right on back again. And believe me, we were supposed to do this, I think, about a week ago or something
Tuesday this week.
Thursday last week?
Tuesday
last week.
Monday.
Monday over there in Canada.
Yeah.
Well, our fault. Actually, we had a few technical difficulties, so we're making up for it today, and I really appreciate Doc Yates taking the time out of his day to put this one right. Literally, he's only just got home from work, you know what I mean? He hasn't even taken off his white coat yet. You know, one of those things, it really is. In the meantime, if you don't know who Doc Yates is, tell you what, let's have a listen to this. Here's Broken Man. So how you feel? Are you relaxed from getting home from work?
Oh yeah, I'm always happy to get off work. I love my job, but I love being done it too.
Yeah, believe me, I never get enough family life, enough home life. I'm here sometimes up to 18 hours in a day, you know what I mean?
Ah, you guys have always put in crazy hours there, eh?
Oh, with this COVID thing, we've halved our staff, literally. Not because we wanted to, it's because they've all gone off and done their own thing, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
So we're what we would call basically a skeleton crew right now. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, no, I'm at the same with my office. I went from 4 offices to 2 offices, and from a group of staff to 1 staff.
yeah.
Like, it's been huge changes.
Well, luckily we do have a number of people that are in the significant part in running of the station, you know what I mean? So if anything goes wrong, we're good there. It's just that the extracurricular people that we used to have, like the assistant for the receptionist and all of that, they're all going through difficulties, so they've gone on to other things, which I mean, we support. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't hold people to ransom and say you got to stay here, which I'd like to do sometimes. You know, maybe just kidnap my staff. You know what I mean? Go down the road. Here's a job. Stay there. But at the same time, I mean, it's been a surreal time.
Oh yeah.
You know,
What's going on over there?
nothing. Absolutely nothing. We've got 4 in isolation. That's it.
Oh,
We're clean.
so you guys can do whatever you want there?
Well, within reason. I think the police would say something different to that, but we can. We have concerts. Unfortunately, we're not having international stuff just yet.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah.
But we are looking at opening up for that around November.
Awesome.
So the whisper goes, and believe me, bro, we haven't been sitting on our hands. I've got to be honest with you. We're ready to go. We really are. So, but hang on there. Let's go live to the desk.
Yep.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. It is weird working here. Sometimes they staff in the fishbowl over there, they wait for me to pick up a coffee cup and then tell me a joke. Just to see if I am. Yeah, believe me, they got perfect timing. They really do. And, well, you just heard me say to Doc Yates, you know, we're hard up for staff, so I can't fire you just yet. But think about it. In the meantime, folks, nice to have you guys joining us this morning here at Galaxy, because today, good old friend of ours, Seth Yates, is joining us. Doctor, yes, he is, and, well, more of a, what we like to call a musician, a songwriter, and a very talented man in his own right. Seth, nice to have you back at Galaxy.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Now, we opened up the show with Broken Man. Now, this was June, I think it was, that we released that.
I don't remember. Everything. The whole last year has just been a blur of everything. But yeah, sure.
Yeah, believe me, it was. I think about the 18th of June or something like that, to nail it down. So, believe me, it's an absolute pleasure playing your music, and we still get a lot of requests for that. But
good.
Just refresh the audio audience's memory. Tell me a little bit about it. How did you come to the lyrics of that?
For Broken Man? Broken Man is just all about kind of overcoming struggle and then usually trying to find strength in a higher power, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what my staff say when they come to me with a gripe. Yeah, they use the word grievance. I hate that word, I do. Got a grievance? Yeah, let's go down to the pub, we'll talk it out. You're around some, yeah, anyway. But absolutely fantastic song, my friend. We play it regularly here at Galaxy. We really do. But I got to be honest with you, and as we usually do, we've played a number of your songs, especially Cowboy All Night Long. Now, we've played this a few times now, haven't said a thing, just played it.
Yep.
And unfortunately, poor Sarah Reception has been getting inundated by emails and requests wanting to know more about it. They wanted to know who, what, when, where, how, and when are we going to be interviewing this artist. So today's your chance to figure this one out. It really is. Doc Yates is the man behind Cowboy All Night Long. Out of the bag now. It is. Tell me, Seth, tell me all about it.
Oh, I just wanted to write just a real upbeat tune, and you know what? A lot of people don't know, like, I usually don't play, like, a standard guitar tuning, so I always play these weird, funky tunings, and so much so that I actually had to start taking lessons with my kids to get back to playing regular guitar, so I just started playing around with this other tuning, and this riff came, and this is the first song where I wrote the guitar part first, and then I just put the lyrics in after, because it was all about the energy of the song for this one.
I get that, and believe me, I understand about not tuning guitars, because, you know, I don't think one of my guitars has been tuned in a long time, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's just one of those things, it is. You know, you go home, you've had a full day, pick up the guitar, you're a legend in your own bedroom. Well, I am, anyway. Much like my singing. You do realise I sing tenor, don't you, Doc?
No, I wasn't aware of that.
Oh, yeah, I sing tenor, or maybe 12 miles away from anybody that can hear me. That's the kindest I can be to people, you know, just not sing. In the meantime, we're going to release this, and I got to let you know, 74 countries around the world right now, 194 cities this morning are joining us. Absolutely fantastic. Nice to have you guys on board. And I'll give you the numbers after this. But in the meantime, releasing to all corners of the world, including Uganda, nice to have you guys on board, is Doc Yates. Yes. And Cowboy, All Night Long, here at Galaxy.
Whoop.
I love this track, right?
Yeah, I knew you would like that one. The moment I got it done, I think I got the master and I sent it to you like that day.
Believe me, I remember Brookie coming in and saying to me, mate, you've got to have a go at this. And that's funny coming from an Englishman.
Because I know you guys always liked Hometown and Four Fingers and the more kind of like upbeat rockin' ones, so I wanted to get it off to you.
Brilliant, my friend. They're the ones that people react to more often, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%. And the irony of it is that those are the songs I love to make. I send them to you guys. They get a lot better response. Like the songs that get the best response here in Canada are the songs that I'm always like, meh, they're not my favorites, but the Canadian stations like those ones, and then my favorite songs you guys like. So I always send them to you guys first.
Well, that just shows you how much good taste we've got.
Yeah.
It's true. I couldn't agree more.
And I've got to thank our audience because they keep you rolling here at Galaxy. Everything pretty much is designed on how many requests for what, when, where, and how. You know what I mean? And that's how production create our shows. And believe me, I see Doc Yates coming up all the time. Green Eyes. My God. The amount of time I see people requesting Green Eyes, phenomenal. It really is.
That's awesome. No, big thank you to your listeners, that's for sure, because that's amazing.
Believe me, bro. Fantastic.
Galaxy.
I don't know, I'll ask him. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Nice to have you on board this morning, and believe me, absolutely elated to catch up with good friends of ours, you know, Doc Yates, coming out of course, Ontario, over there in Canada. Now, I was just asked a question. Have I ever asked you if you're a vegan?
No, I'm not.
You're not? You're a meat lover like me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was just wondering if you'd ever tried a vegan sausage.
I've had them before, yeah.
Okay, are they made of real vegans?
I wasn't sure. I think there was maybe just a vegetarian in there, not a true vegan.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, I've actually spoken to a couple of vegans over the years, and one question I've put to them is, you know, you get together, you vegans all hang out together, all in special little hidey holes, right? You go out on a Friday night, get on the sauce, you end up disagreeing and end up in the car park having a bit of a dust up. Is it still called a beef?
Oh, no, I don't think it would be.
No, so if you get hit in the face, would that be a chop?
A chop? I think it may be like some sort of portobello burger.
Yeah.
Something.
So what happens?
Yeah.
What happens if you get attacked in the ribs?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Believe me.
You have to have new terminology.
Well, yeah, you would think so. I mean, let's be honest. God saved meat before he saved vegetables. And you do realise the hardest thing about cooking a vegetable, Doc, is getting the wheelchair in the oven.
How do you have all these? I think you should just go right into a little stand-up routine there.
Been there, done that. They kicked me out.
Oh.
Yeah, believe me. I used to do a stand-up thing at the New Zealand Comedy Company back in the day.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, you've got every little line that.
Well,
I should be recording this. Cause...
we're going to give you a copy of this anyway,
Okay,
so don't worry. But I'll let you know. Back in the day when I was a younger DJ working in nightclubs, and believe me, I was working in one of the roughest nightclubs you could ever find in the world. It really was. My first night, lady got killed in the toilets. You know what I mean? That's how rough it was. She was, woo! It was a place not to go unless you wore a leather jacket with armour on it. You know what I mean? One of those. But I was there one night, and I used to talk to the crowds and, you know, keep them informed, stuff like that. Give them a few jokes, loosen them up, play the music, all that sort of stuff. Rotate the crowd so that the bar was employed all the time, all that sort of stuff. It's not easy being a nightclub DJ. You got to keep an eye on all of these things, you know?
Yeah, I believe it.
And this little guy comes up to me and he says to me, "You're a very funny man. would you like to make an appearance at the comedy company, which used to be a picture theatre once upon a time? They turned it into this comedy factory thing. And I said, yeah, okay. He goes, next week I'll send you a car. It's on this night. Come along and they'll deliver you at the back door. I went, sweet. Okay. Sure enough, this car turns up. You know, guy knocks on the door. He goes, I'm here to pick you up, the comedy company. Okay. So they deliver me at the back door. Knock on the door, he says. So I go and knock on the door, and this little short guy comes out bald as, a little portly would be the way to put it. Well, fat, really. And he looks at me with no expression and he goes, be funny. I hadn't even reached the stage yet. My bum was waterproof.
Oh, man.
Be funny. You know what? Killed it that night. They actually paid me $150 for the appearance, which was even better, and invited me back. Before you know it, I'm learning a lot of stuff from some of the New Zealand famous comedians here in New Zealand. You know what I mean? So ended up hanging out with some very, very funny people like Billy T, for instance. Billy T was a very famous New Zealand comedian. He really was back in his day. So I learned a lot. I really did. As far as Billy T goes, used to drive a Zephyr for him. Only because he thought my comedy was that bad. He did. He goes, you got a lot to learn. Zach, Seth, it has been an absolute pleasure catching up with you again.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Are we looking at getting new stuff in the near future?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've got songs I'm working on all the time, so as soon as I get them out, I'll be sending them your way.
Please do, my friend, because you know we love playing Seth Yates here. We really, really do. So it's always exciting when we see something on the inbox. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm always excited to send it to you guys. So everything's saved into my folders there. So the moment I get it from my master or engineer, it goes right to you.
Awesome. Love that. Love that. And you will take care of yourself, won't you?
Oh, of course. I'm taking care of myself, and I'm taking care of a lot of people. So
yes, you are. Good. Yes, you are. But being in that industry, believe me, bro, I worry about, and I consider you a frontliner. I really do. Because you are in the health trade per se. Yep. You know what I mean? So believe me, I do consider that it's extra especially more important that you take care of yourself. You know what I mean? Because you are there to help other people. You're an important person.
I'm pretty good at that. I'm pretty good at taking care of myself.
I like that. I do. And please take care of the family as well, won't you?
Absolutely.
Nice. Don't go anywhere because you know what we do after this. But in the meantime,
Hi, Dale.
Let's go back to the other studio. You're right here in Galaxy. Good morning. Oof.